Daily Horoscope Analysis for Gemini, April 3, 2025 Gemini. As you navigate through April 3rd, 2025, the cosmos has prepared a particularly stimulating day for your naturally curious mind. With the sun firmly positioned in fellow air sign Aries, there's a palpable energy that resonates with your intellectual nature, creating an atmosphere ripe for new ideas and mental breakthroughs. The day begins with Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Saturn in Aquarius. This powerful alignment enhances your ability to organize your thoughts and communicate with precision and authority. You'll find yourself unusually focused today, able to penetrate complex problems that have previously seemed insurmountable. This is an excellent time to tackle challenging intellectual work or have important conversations that require clarity and structure. Meanwhile, the moon in Sagittarius forms a challenging square to your sign, creating an interesting dynamic tension. While this might make you feel slightly emotionally restless, it also infuses your day with a spirit of adventure and philosophical curiosity. You may find yourself questioning deeper truths and exploring new intellectual territories. This lunar influence encourages you to break free from routine thinking and embrace a more expansive worldview. Venus, positioned in Taurus today, brings attention to your 12th house of the subconscious and hidden matters. This suggests that relationship insights may come through dreams, quiet reflection, or seemingly random intuitive flashes. Pay attention to these subtle messages, as they contain valuable information about your connections with others. Some Geminis might experience a secret admiration or feel drawn to explore the deeper, unspoken aspects of an existing relationship. In your professional sphere, Mars in Cáncer is activating your second house of resources and values. This placement brings dynamic energy to financial matters and could trigger important decisions regarding your income or investments. You might feel more assertive than usual when discussing money matters or negotiating compensation. However, be mindful that Mars in Cáncer can sometimes act defensively, ensure that you're approaching these conversations strategically rather than reactively. Jupiter continues its journey through Gemini, amplifying your natural traits and bringing opportunities for personal growth and expansion. Today, Jupiter forms a minor but significant aspect with Uranus in Taurus, suggesting unexpected opportunities may arise through networking or social connections. A casual conversation could lead to a remarkable opportunity, so remain open to seemingly random encounters. This aspect also enhances your innovative thinking, making it an ideal day to brainstorm new projects or approaches. For Geminis involved in creative endeavors, today's Neptune influence from Aries stimulates your imagination in unusual ways. You might experience flashes of inspiration that connect seemingly unrelated concepts, resulting in truly original ideas. The communication sector of your chart is particularly activated, making this an excellent day for writing, speaking, or any form of expression that allows your mercurial mind to dance with words. Regarding your health and well-being, the current planetary alignment suggests paying particular attention to your nervous system. Geminis are prone to mental overstimulation, and today's energetic cosmic weather could intensify this tendency. Incorporate practices that help ground your energy, perhaps a brief meditation, a walk in nature, or simply taking regular breaks from screen time. Your lungs and respiratory system, traditionally associated with Gemini, may also benefit from conscious breathwork or fresh air. Your social life appears vibrant under today's stars, with opportunities for intellectually stimulating conversations that satisfy your need for mental connection. A gathering or meeting scheduled today is likely to introduce you to someone who challenges your thinking in productive ways. Existing friendships may deepen through meaningful exchanges that reveal new facets of familiar personalities. Pluto's transformative influence from Aquarius touches your 9th house of higher learning and philosophy, suggesting that something you learn today could profoundly shift your perspective. This might come through formal education, but is more likely to arrive through an unexpected source, perhaps a conversation, article, or even a social media post that catalyzes a significant mental breakthrough. Your lucky number for today is 5, resonating with your adaptable nature and love of change. The color yellow will help amplify your natural communicative abilities, while carrying a piece of clear quartz can help focus your mercurial energy in productive directions. As the day concludes, the evening brings a subtle shift as the moon begins to influence your 8th house of transformation and shared resources. This might manifest as a deep conversation with a partner about future plans or joint finances. Alternatively, you may find yourself drawn to investigate mysteries, whether through research, a compelling book, or psychological exploration. Today's cosmic advice for Gemini: harness your exceptional mental agility, but remember to anchor your brilliant ideas in practical application. The stars favor those who can bridge the gap between innovative thinking and tangible results. Your greatest strength today lies in your ability to synthesize information from diverse sources while maintaining enough focus to transform insights into action. For single Geminis, today offers romantic potential through intellectual connection. Someone who stimulates your mind might suddenly appear more attractive than you previously realized. For those in relationships, sharing your inner thought processes rather than just the conclusions you've reached will create deeper intimacy. In summary, April 3rd, 2025, presents Gemini with a day of mental stimulation, communicative power, and opportunities arising through social connections. By balancing your natural curiosity with focused attention, you'll make the most of this intellectually fertile cosmic weather. Trust your adaptability while committing to following through on your most promising ideas, and you'll find this day marks the beginning of an important mental breakthrough that continues to unfold in the weeks ahead. On April 3rd, 2025, Gemini natives will experience a fascinating alignment of planetary energies that significantly influence your mental acuity and communication style. The Sun in Aries occupies your 11th house of social networks and future aspirations, creating a vibrant backdrop for your intellectual pursuits. This position energizes your connections and brings innovative ideas to the forefront of your consciousness. With the Sun forming a harmonious sextile to your sign, you'll find yourself naturally drawn toward collaborative projects and group endeavors that showcase your versatile thinking. Mercury, your planetary ruler, finds itself in Pisces on this date, creating an interesting dynamic for your communication style. Positioned in your 10th house of career and public reputation, Mercury's placement suggests your words carry significant weight in professional settings. However, Mercury in Pisces creates a more intuitive and emotionally informed approach to your usually logical communication style. You might find yourself expressing ideas through metaphors, visual concepts, or empathetic perspectives rather than pure data and facts. This position encourages you to balance your analytical tendencies with more holistic thinking. Venus positions itself in Taurus, in your 12th house of the subconscious, bringing a subtle yet powerful influence to your inner world. This placement creates a foundation of stability within your psychological landscape, helping ground your typically mercurial thoughts. Venus in Taurus whispers of hidden resources and unrealized talents that may surface through dreams or quiet moments of reflection. Pay attention to artistic inspirations or aesthetic preferences that emerge unexpectedly today, as they connect to deeper aspects of your personality. Mars in Cáncer occupies your 2nd house of personal resources and values, creating a protective energy around your assets and possessions. This placement may trigger emotional responses to financial matters or questions about what you truly value. Mars in this water sign creates an interesting tension with your air-dominant nature, asking you to consider how your emotional needs intersect with material concerns. The energy of Mars here suggests taking concrete actions to secure resources that provide not just financial but emotional security as well. Jupiter, positioned in Gemini itself on this day, marks a particularly significant transit for your sign. With the planet of expansion and abundance in your 1st house of self and identity, You're experiencing a period of personal growth and abundant opportunities. Jupiter in your sign amplifies your natural curiosity, verbal abilities, and intellectual flexibility. This placement supports educational pursuits, travel adventures, and philosophical explorations. Jupiter's presence in your sign suggests optimism and expanded horizons, though it may sometimes amplify your tendency toward dispersing energy in too many directions. Saturn in Pisces occupies your 10th house of career and public standing, creating a sobering influence on professional matters. This placement suggests you're learning important lessons about responsibility and structure in your career path. Saturn here asks you to bring concrete form to your imaginative ideas, particularly in professional contexts. There may be tests of your ability to commit to long-term goals, despite the temptation to pursue more immediately interesting options. The tension between Saturn's disciplined energy and your flexible nature creates productive friction that ultimately strengthens your professional foundation. Uranus continues its long journey through Gemini, revolutionizing your self-concept and personal expression. Positioned in your first house alongside Jupiter, Uranus brings unexpected changes to your identity and how you present yourself to the world. This placement can manifest as sudden insights, unusual interests, or a desire to break free from conventional thinking patterns. The Uranian influence may have you experimenting with new intellectual territories or communication styles that set you apart from others. Neptune in Aries occupies your 11th house, bringing idealism and sometimes confusion to your social networks and group affiliations. This placement suggests you may be drawn to visionary collectives or cause-oriented communities that appeal to your sense of intellectual adventure. Neptune here can blur boundaries between friends and acquaintances, requiring discernment about which connections truly support your growth. Pay attention to intuitive flashes about your social circle today, as Neptune enhances your ability to sense underlying dynamics. Pluto in Aquarius forms a harmonious trine to your Gemini planets from your 9th house of higher learning and expansion. This powerful placement supports deep transformation through education, travel, or philosophical exploration. Pluto here suggests encounters with ideas that fundamentally alter your worldview or opportunities to share your own transformative perspectives with others. This placement encourages you to explore the deeper implications of information rather than skating across surfaces. The North Node in Leo in your 3rd house of communication points toward your developmental path, involving authentic self-expression through words and ideas. This nodal placement suggests your growth lies in communicating from the heart rather than simply showcasing intellectual prowess. The South Node in Aquarius indicates you may default to detached analysis when challenging situations arise, while your evolution requires bringing more personal warmth and creativity to your communications. The Moon on April 3rd, 2025, travels through Scorpio in your 6th house of daily work and health routines. This creates an emotionally intense approach to everyday responsibilities and wellness practices. You may feel drawn to investigate the deeper aspects of health issues or work dynamics that normally escape your notice. The Scorpio moon brings psychological depth to routines that might otherwise feel mundane, helping you uncover hidden patterns that affect your productivity and well-being. Chiron in Taurus occupies your 12th house alongside Venus, highlighting healing opportunities related to self-worth and material security at a subconscious level. This placement suggests working through wounds related to resources and values that may operate below your conscious awareness. Chiron here can manifest as unexpected emotional reactions to financial matters or possessions, providing gateways to deeper healing. As these planetary energies interact, Gemini natives experience a day of significant mental activity with emotions running as a powerful undercurrent. The air and water element balance creates a productive tension between thinking and feeling, while the fixed energy from planets in Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius helps stabilize your naturally mutable tendencies. This planetary picture suggests a day of profound insights coupled with practical applications, a combination that particularly favors your versatile Gemini nature. For Gemini natives, April 3rd, 2025 presents a fascinating communication landscape. Mercury, your ruling planet, will be positioned in fiery Aries, creating a perfect storm of intellectual courage and verbal spontaneity. This position empowers you to express thoughts that you might typically keep hidden, allowing your authentic voice to emerge with surprising clarity. The Mercury-Mars trine forming today particularly favors decisive communication. You're able to articulate complex concepts with remarkable precision and conviction. When speaking your truth today, notice how your words carry additional weight and resonance. This isn't coincidental, but directly tied to Mercury's powerful position in your chart. The lunar influence in diplomatic Libra creates an interesting counterbalance to Mercury's boldness, suggesting that while you're more direct than usual, you're simultaneously more aware of how your messages land with others. This dual awareness, being both assertive and receptive, creates a rare communication sweet spot that Geminis can leverage beautifully. Jupiter's expansive presence in your own sign amplifies your natural eloquence and creates opportunities for meaningful intellectual exchanges, particularly in professional settings. Any presentations, pitches, or important discussions scheduled today benefit from your enhanced persuasive abilities. Digital communications are especially favored. Your writing carries unusual clarity and impact, making this an excellent day for crafting important emails, messages, or social media content. The Venus-Mercury sextile forming today adds a layer of charm to your expression, allowing you to navigate even difficult conversations with tact and grace. This aspect particularly benefits creative writing, poetry, or any communication that blends intellect with artistic sensibility. Notice how people seem more receptive to your ideas today. This receptiveness isn't imagined, but reflects the harmonious aspects supporting your communication style. For Geminis working in media, writing, teaching, or sales, this day marks a potential breakthrough in how effectively you can convey your message. The Neptune influence suggests your words may carry emotional resonance beyond their literal meaning. You might find yourself speaking with unusual metaphorical richness or poetic quality. However, Saturn's position in Pisces creates a minor communication caution. Be wary of overthinking your words to the point of diluting their power. Your strength today lies in authentic expression rather than calculated responses. Social media engagement appears particularly favorable, with content you share likely to receive greater than usual engagement. This window of enhanced communicative power continues through the evening hours, when the moon forms a trine to Mercury, further softening your delivery while maintaining its impact. For Geminis in romantic relationships, this planetary alignment creates space for meaningful conversations about future plans or resolving lingering misunderstandings. The communication line between you and partners flows with unusual clarity, allowing for mutual understanding that might have been previously difficult to achieve. In workplace scenarios, your ability to mediate conflicts and find common ground between opposing viewpoints is heightened. You naturally embody the role of diplomat and translator between different perspectives. One particular strength today is your ability to translate complex or technical information into accessible language, making you especially valuable in any situation requiring clear explanation of complicated concepts. The Gemini gift of mental flexibility reaches its peak under this sky, allowing you to adjust your communication style to different audiences without losing authenticity. Pay special attention to synchronistic conversations that arise unexpectedly. Chance encounters may lead to important connections or insights. While Mercury's position enhances verbal communication, it also sharpens your listening skills. You'll find yourself picking up on subtleties and nuances in others' communication that you might typically miss. This receptivity creates deeper understanding and connection in your interactions. For Geminis working on writing projects, today's energy supports both creative inspiration and technical precision, a rare combination that can help you make significant progress. Ideas flow freely, while your critical editing eye remains sharp, allowing you to produce work of unusual quality. April 3rd, 2025, presents an intriguing financial landscape for Gemini natives. With Mercury, your ruling planet, positioned in assertive Aries, your financial intuition is particularly sharp today. This placement activates your second house of personal resources, allowing you to spot opportunities that others might overlook. The cosmic alignment suggests this is an excellent day for pitching ideas, negotiating deals, or launching money-making initiatives that require quick thinking and verbal persuasion, areas where Geminis naturally excel. Your ability to communicate value is at a peak today, making it an ideal time to ask for that raise or negotiate better terms on financial agreements. Jupiter's beneficial presence in your own sign continues to bring expansive energy to all your endeavors, particularly those involving networking and information exchange that could lead to profitable connections. Pay special attention to conversations that seem casual but contain valuable financial intelligence. Venus in Taurus grounds your financial instincts, helping you distinguish between genuine opportunities and fleeting distractions. This Venus placement also highlights passive income possibilities. Perhaps it's time to revisit an investment strategy or explore how your existing skills could generate additional revenue streams without requiring constant attention. The moon in relationship-oriented Libra suggests that collaborative financial ventures hold particular promise today. A business partnership or joint investment with someone whose strengths complement yours could prove especially fortunate. Look for opportunities involving digital communications, online platforms, or information technology sectors naturally aligned with Gemini's intellectual prowess. Today also features an aspect between Mercury and Neptune that enhances your creative thinking about money matters, though it requires careful attention to details to avoid confusion. Set aside time to review financial documents thoroughly before signing. Mars in your career sector energizes your professional ambitions, potentially opening doors to additional income through recognition of your expertise. Those Geminis working in media, transportation, education, or technology fields may find particularly lucrative opportunities presenting themselves. With Saturn's disciplined influence affecting your long-term financial planning sector, any money moves made today that incorporate both innovation and careful structure will have staying power. The day carries an underlying theme of balance between quick financial action and sustainable growth. Your financial versatility is your greatest asset today, being able to pivot between multiple income sources or revenue strategies keeps you ahead of economic shifts. The numerological influence of this date resonates with communication and expansion, perfect for Gemini's natural talents. Consider scheduling important financial meetings or calls for midday when your mental clarity peaks and your persuasive abilities are at their most charming and effective. April 3rd, 2025 presents Gemini with a remarkable cosmic alignment that opens several fortunate pathways. With Jupiter continuing its favorable transit through your sign, your natural talents for communication and intellectual pursuits are especially blessed today. The moon forms a harmonious trine with Mercury, your ruling planet, creating an exceptional day for verbal expression, writing, and all forms of communication. Your words carry extra persuasive power, making this an excellent day for presentations, important conversations, or pitching ideas. Educational pursuits are particularly favored, whether teaching or learning. Knowledge expansion brings unexpected rewards. Notice how easily information comes to you today. Your mental absorption rate is heightened, and what you learn now has lasting value. Financial opportunities appear through networking and information exchange rather than direct labor. Someone in your social circle may provide a valuable tip or connection that leads to monetary gain. Technology-related ventures are especially blessed. Any project involving digital communication, social media, or innovative applications of existing technology stands to benefit from today's planetary energies. Short journeys, especially those within your local area, carry fortunate energy. An impromptu trip, or even a different route to work, might lead to serendipitous encounters or discoveries. Partnerships of all kinds receive cosmic support, with collaborative projects yielding better results than solo endeavors. Your neighborhood connections prove particularly valuable. Local businesses, community groups, and nearby friends may all serve as conduits for good fortune. The number 5 appears significant today, whether in times 5 o'clock, 5:30, addresses, or quantities. Fortunate colors include silver and yellow, which resonate with Mercury's quicksilver energy. Social gatherings, even casual ones, should not be missed as they contain seeds of opportunity. Phone calls or messages received around midday carry special significance. Pay attention to what might initially seem like casual communication. Your intellectual versatility allows you to spot connections others miss, so trust your mental leaps. Libraries, bookstores, information centers, and educational institutions serve as fortunate locations where valuable encounters or insights may occur. Your hands and manual dexterity are blessed today. Activities requiring fine motor skills or craftsmanship will flow with unusual ease. Writing projects begun today carry a special energy that attracts positive attention. Publications, whether digital or print, serve as vehicles for your good fortune. Pay attention to recurring words or phrases you encounter, as they may contain guidance about which paths to pursue. Your siblings or sibling-like friends may play pivotal roles in fortunate developments. The third house of your chart receives beneficial aspects, highlighting communication, short trips, and intellectual pursuits as your most fortunate areas. Information you gather today will prove valuable in the coming weeks, so keep detailed notes of insights, ideas, and contacts. Your natural curiosity leads you to exactly the right places at the right times. Follow those impulses to investigate or explore. Evening hours bring particularly favorable energy for social networking and making new connections that will prove valuable in multiple ways. Transportation matters receive positive aspects, making this a good day to address vehicle issues, plan travel, or explore new commuting options. Technology purchases made today are likely to serve you especially well. Your gift for adapting to changing circumstances becomes your greatest asset. Flexibility opens doors to fortune that remain closed to those with rigid expectations. Gemini, your social landscape on April 3rd, 2025 sparkles with unusual potential as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Uranus, activating your communication sector in the most dynamic way possible. This planetary configuration opens doors to unexpected social connections that may initially seem random, but carry profound significance for your future endeavors. Today isn't just about casual conversations. It's about those electrifying moments of connection that leave both parties thinking, where has this person been all my life? With the moon gliding through your 11th house of friendships and community. Your natural Gemini charm is amplified tenfold, making you the magnetic center of any gathering, whether virtual or in person. Pay special attention to conversations that begin about ordinary topics, but quickly evolve into deeper territory. These are cosmic signposts pointing toward meaningful connections. Social media particularly favors you today, with content you share likely to reach precisely the right audience and generate responses from individuals who resonate with your authentic voice. A surprising message from someone in your distant past may arrive around midday, re-establishing a connection that proves valuable in ways neither of you could anticipate. Venus in your sector of higher learning suggests that educational or philosophical discussions will serve as perfect icebreakers, especially with people from different cultural backgrounds or life experiences. Your ability to bridge different worlds becomes your superpower today. Group activities flourish under this cosmic weather, particularly those involving brainstorming or collaborative problem-solving, where your quick Gemini mind can spark off others' insights. However, Be mindful of Saturn's square to your ruling planet Mercury, which could manifest as moments where you second-guess your social instincts or worry excessively about how you're being perceived. This planetary tension asks you to balance spontaneity with discernment. Not every connection deserves equal energy. Some Geminis may experience a fascinating synchronicity today, where someone mentions exactly what you were just thinking about.